We got some pretty big news yesterday, Jay, in regards to a Marvel hero, Black Panther. And for years, really ever since it's become a fan pushback meme because people, quite frankly, are sick and tired of over the last decade the desire to race swap so many of these characters, whether it's in comic books, movies, television, whatever it is. And the response, laughingly, jokingly, is how would you feel if Ryan Gosling was cast as Black Panther? Right. How would you feel if this black character got race swapped? And always the hypocrisy comes out when the shoe is on the other foot in these hypotheticals. Well, it really came out yesterday because no shit, Black Panther in Marvel Comics, at least for a time, probably very temporary, is white. Apparently, the alleged son of T'Challa, Katima, defeats T'Challa and says, Wakanda is mine. And he's white. He's got blonde hair. And holy shit, this sent people into a tizzy. Marvel's white Black Panther reveal in Marvel Knights The World to Come sparks fan outrage. And we'll get into some of the outrage here. But let's get into this story. The newly released comic book, Marvel Knights The World to Come, has reimagined the superhero's legacy with a jaw-dropping reveal. The latest heir to the Black Panther mantle appears to be white. The premiere issue at Shop Wednesday introduced a new character named Katima, referred to as T'Challa's son, sparking widespread backlash and debate online. Let me clear something up. One, I fully believe that this white Black Panther is going to turn out, one, to not actually be T'Challa's son, and two, to be a villain, and he'll be ousted fairly quickly. But I also think that if they were to do this seriously for any period of time, you shouldn't. It's bullshit. Black Panther should be black. 1000%. In the same way you shouldn't be race swapping all these other white heroes and white characters in the sake of diversity. You shouldn't be doing it to the black characters. But it is funny as fuck for all the people who have been wanting this and bragging about this happening and saying, we're going to take another one, we're going to race swap another one. It's funny to see the shoe on the other foot and to see how they react with all this shit.
I think Marvel does stupid stuff like this from time to time because they know that, I don't know, man, people just are not interested in what they've done to a lot of their comics. I know DC went on this crazy run where they made Superman's son. So Superman flies away, leaves his son in charge, and Superman is he's gay. His son is gay. He wears a mask flying around, Metropolis, saving while the real Superman is out. He wears a mask and he helps protest climate change in the comic books. That's just one example of many. They've taken my favorite character, the Punisher, and they've totally nerfed him. But it appears that because no one's buying the new stuff, they're going back to the old Punisher way. I guess we'll see. We'll wait and see. But I think they do this just to get a little shock and awe in the system, and maybe people will be curious enough to pick up a copy and see what's going on. But I totally agree with you. I think it's it'll turn out to be like a weird dream, a multiverse, a different universe. I don't know. They could pull anything and do that. Maybe he's just a villain and he's got to be defeated.
1,000% that's what's going to happen. He's going to be portrayed. It's going to be like a fucking Trump allegory, or it's going to be a South Africa white people are bad allegory. Like, that's what it's going to be. And he's going to get beaten. And I don't think this is T'Challa's son somehow, some way. I don't think it works that way. But you can see some of the reactions. Whomever in that comment section think this okay is dense as fuck. Black Panther can and should never be a white man or woman.
Where were you guys when they didn't recast him for the movie?
I know, right?
Where were you when all that happened?
They made Black Panther white. This fool dead ass kills T'Challa, a black man, and now rules Wakanda, the most powerful black ran country. I'm dead. This has to be the worst idea for Black Panther since Casper Cole. This is my favorite comment. Come on, everyone. We need to be more inclusive. It's nice for the white boys who look up to Black Panther as a hero to finally see themselves as him. He wears a mask anyway, so what's the harm? And that's always been, right? That has always been the line whenever they do these race swap characters, whenever they do this push. And look, I personally I feel like I should be considered Marvel MCU. This is what counts, right? We got female Silver Surfer, female Shia LaBeouf for like 5 fucking panels in a comic book, but that's precedence to have it in the MCU. I'm just saying. I'm available, Marvel. If you need alternate world Black Panther, Katama, whatever, I'm willing to put in the work. I'll go there. We'll get it done. Or Ryan Gosling. He's probably available too. Whatever.
I still think this in the MCU, in the midst of our coof thing that was going on here, the fact that they killed Black Panther with a virus, like right in the middle in the movie, was gotta be the stupidest thing they've ever done. Gotta be, like, it's so dumb. So we'll just they just love to ruin good characters, man. And just there they are.
In all seriousness, I don't think that this is going to last very long. I don't think this is a serious iteration of Black Panther. I think he's going to be a fucking villain and portrayed that way and blah, blah, blah. It'll get taken back. But we don't need to be fucking race swapping original black characters either. We shouldn't, in the same way that we shouldn't be race swapping original white characters and all this other bullshit, because it's stupid. And it is funny to see the hypocrisy as soon as the shoe is placed on the other foot for some of these fucking people out there. It's funny to watch how it all goes down.
Exactly. They just act like little crybabies, man. It's just basically when they don't get their way. Rules for thee, but not for rules for me and not for thee.
Yeah, but I think that their complaints are realistic. Yes. I do think that you're right to be upset about fucking, if they were to do it seriously for any given time. Like, I think you're right to be upset about white Black Panther. If they cast Ryan Gosling legitimately as fucking T'Challa in the MCU, you would be right to fucking have complaints about that. But maybe just think about that next time you cheer about a white person getting race swapped.